What's up YouTube, it's Beautiful Flex. In this video, I'm going to be responding to a comment, not necessarily a question. It says, I'm failing right now because having a job sucks. Gym after work is a pain and having to wake up early to go before work is torture. So I'm going to start off this video by firstly saying, train from home. I mean, would it be a Beautiful Flex video if I didn't recommend you work out from home? But genuinely train from home. That's one thing I would say is a cheat code, basically, whether you have a sedentary or a physical job. I will go later in detail what to do if you have either type of job, but training from home most definitely is amazing because after being at work, it can feel long. If you have a job where you're forced to socialize with people or even just not allowed to do what you want to do anyways, right? Whilst you're at work, you know, you're not allowed to look at your phone or do whatever else. When you come home, you train from home, put on your favorite TV show and get your workout done, right? You want downtime regardless after work anyway, so you might as well do it whilst training, right? One of my friends who he likes gaming actually said, look, play a game and do a set of push-ups in between your game, right? After work, you go home, you want to just relax. He played Apex Legends and I said, cool, play a battle royale and then in between your games, do a set of push-ups. Fair dues, there's a whole bunch of rest in between your games. I think battle royales take ages, but you're still getting some level of volume. It's just more so like a greasing the groove type style of training, basically. But yeah, if you can train from home, that's ideal because you get to still have your downtime at the same time. After work, what do you want? You want food, you want downtime, ideally, right? Now you have another chore to do, so why not merge it with your downtime, right? So that's one thing I will say. At one point when I was quitting barbering, just before I quit barbering, I did barbering on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and then on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, I worked at a warehouse, and that was extremely draining in my opinion. So at this time I was trying to get back to training. I mean, I'd start getting back to training, but I wanted to be consistent, stay consistent with it. So what I did was my warehouse shift was 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and what I would do is I would just train. I did it in the morning though, a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, but the push part was in the morning. I'd work out in the morning, like I'd get up I think 6:30ish, get a quick 30-minute workout. That's all I needed, just 30 minutes, you know, push-ups, whatever, and then I'd get ready for work, go to work, come back, and then I personally went to the park, did pull-ups before I got a pull-up bar, and then eventually I just did pull-ups at home. But it was that simple. It wasn't that deep for me, as long as the workout was really brief. When it comes to the pull-up part, I only did a few sets. I didn't actually used to train pull-ups like that, right? And also, in case you noticed, I said push and pull. I actually didn't do legs. I didn't do what was draining for me, especially because that was a physical job, unloading containers basically. So my legs were getting drained, my back was getting drained, so I didn't want to do too much to where I made the shift harder for myself. So I just did what I wanted. Remember, less is more. And then when it came to barbering, that was a lot easier on the weekend, but it was only 2 days, so I don't know if I rested on those days. I just really remember what I did when it comes to the warehouse shift. But I would say that. Now I'm going to divide it into sedentary jobs and physical jobs. All right. So if you have a sedentary job or physical job, I'm assuming if you have a physical job, of course, it's going to be draining because you're tired as well, physically tired. If you have a sedentary job, you might be mentally tired, and also you might be doing a whole bunch more hours potentially, because otherwise it wouldn't be that hard to work out, right? Apart from the mental side of going to the gym, but I've already addressed that by saying work out from home. But you don't have to work out from home, so you can go to the gym. So this advice I'm gonna give for the following part of the video is whether you choose to work out from home or go to the gym, right? So if you have a sedentary job, you want to have a low frequency, right, but a high intensity. So work out 3 times a week, not that deep, right? Or maybe 4, but let's say 3-4 times a week. Work out on the weekend, use the weekend, so use your Saturday, use your Sunday, either one, and then just 2 days during your work week. That's it, right? Just 2 days, right? Because you're working long hours, you know, I get it. You might not want to work out every single day after work, it would suck. So just have 2 days in your week where you sacrifice some downtime for working out. If you happen to go to the gym, or if you're training from home, then it's not that deep, right? But just 2 days basically during the work week and one day during the weekend. So 3 times a week, I'd say do upper body maybe twice a week, lower body once, or maybe full body 3 times a week, which is what I'd actually recommend, but obviously it depends on the person. But go closer to failure on each set, right? So really blast, destroy your body. So you might be aching the next day, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be sitting down anyways, right? But I will say this, go easy on your lower back and go easy on your traps, okay? That is crucial. I edit a lot, right? So I would sometimes train real hard, especially with boxing, and then my low back, if you box, you understand your low back can take a toll, and then end up editing for ages, sitting up, right? And my back continues to be overstretched basically while I'm sitting down, and then I end up having issues with my lower back. So taking it easy on your lower back when it comes to training. Don't blast it, destroy it, because that does take a toll when you work. And then your traps in particular, because you're looking up at the computer, you know, holding your neck propped up, if you've got good posture, your traps can end up being quite strained as well. So taking the toll away from your traps as well when it comes to your workouts would also be beneficial as well. You can do this before or after work. It doesn't really make a massive difference. I would actually say in this case, probably working out from home is even more beneficial, because just your mental energy might be drained. You know, the drive to the gym might feel long, you know, all of that. So then I would probably say training from home is even more advantageous, but as I said, depends on the person. Now, if you have a physical job, I would say have a higher frequency and a lower intensity. So train pretty much like 5 days a week, right? Or maybe 4 days a week, right? But full body, right? Back to back. That's what I personally recommend. It worked well for me. Might not be the best for everyone, but it personally worked real well for me. But just low intensity. Don't destroy your muscle. Just do like 3 sets, quite far from failure basically. Just stimulate the muscle and that's it, right? Just like that. And then do that. I would say do that after work, because you don't want to, even if it does leave you a little bit drained, you don't want to do that before work, because then your whole shift, it would be horrible. But do that and then take advantage of your weekend. So let's say you're doing full body 5 days a week. Cool. Do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of working out, and that's it. Thursday, Friday you look forward to, because they're your rest days. They're almost like little mini weekends for your training, and then your actual weekend comes, you know, and you're still working out, you know what I mean, right? So do that. Take advantage of your weekends. That's crucial, all right, in my personal opinion. But also understand this: anything is better than nothing. So you're beating yourself up saying, man, I'm not, you know, able to stay consistent, blah blah, it's tough waking up for work or going after work, whatever. Maybe you're also training a bit too hard. Anything is better than nothing, and this might be putting you off training at home, because you're thinking, man, I need to, you know, hit all 3 heads on my shoulders, and then I need to hit my chest. You need to do flat bench press, then decline bench press, then incline bench. Listen, anything is better than nothing. So just little by little, maybe just do some push-ups, and that's it. Just do like 3 sets of push-ups. It's not that deep. You're stimulating the muscle regardless. It is far better to do a little bit consistently than do a whole bunch and do it inconsistently. All right, so anything's better than nothing. I had the same friend I referenced earlier, right? He was asking, you know, about a good workout routine, yada yada. I basically said, look, I would say train consistently, like regularly, and also train from home, because, you know, that way you're not getting drained, firstly, because you're not always in pain, but secondly, training from home is easier, because after work you don't, sometimes he does like 10-hour shifts, so you don't really want to go to work, right? He said, nah bro, listen, I love the pain. I love feeling sore, you know, being sore after work, like, you know, after working out is amazing. I love that feeling, you know. I said, all right, cool. You know, everyone who loves feeling sore after working out are not consistent at working out, I just want to say. But anyways, and then he said, also, now I love the gym, the whole vibe of the gym. I just love it. Long story short, he's not consistent working out, because as much as you might like the vibe, if it's draining somewhat, you're not going to be consistent at it, right? Consistency is basically gained through literally finding something easy to do. If it's difficult to do, you're less likely to be consistent, right? The reason people are always on social media consistently is because it's easy to do. It's not hard to go on social media, but people don't work out because it's harder to do. People with enough disposable income order more food than they cook, because ordering is easier than cooking, right? So make it easier to do, but also understand less is more. You don't have to do a whole crazy workout. That guy did a whole bunch of stuff when he went to the gym. I wouldn't recommend that. Just do less, right? Just do a little bit, you know, just maybe just 1 push exercise, 1 pull exercise, and legs. It's that simple, right? You can add more to it. Maybe just skip legs altogether. If you don't like doing legs, you don't have to. Anything to stay consistent. And then eventually, once it's easy, once it's not a chore anymore, once you are actually quite driven to do it because you're seeing some results, then add in the stuff that's a little bit harder to do. Anyway, I hope this video helped you out. It's P4Flex. I'm out.